So I'm just gonna make a video. So I'm pretty sure this was the name of the title. Claim to the UK throne. Wire diggings. But I seen how there we go. Claim to the British throne. But you can see here. You open it up. Oh, there we go. So right at the bottom it says the 28th of August. 28th of August, 1871. So I'll just show you here. But I'm pretty sure I found out how I'm the true king. Because my parents look like the last two German emperors. And one of their Augusta Victoria was Queen Victoria's oldest daughter. And her son looks like me and my mom. Okay, what's this? And then wedding. So her son, okay, so I don't know what's their famous weddings. I guess I should type in Princess Louise. Princess Louise of Argyle. One list of attendees. There we go. So there was Princess Louise and John Campbell, Marquis of Lorne, later on the Duke of Argyle. They married on August 28th, 1871, primarily from the British royal family and the Campbell family. So I'll just show you here the screenshot I just took from an invitation, because my family was there. My family was the Campbells. Well, this was Augusta Victoria. Like she was smoldering. Like she was very good looking. But you can see at the bottom here where it says 1871 and Castle, and then 28th day of August, and it looks like it's the 21st, but it's the 20th day of August, 1871, because it says right up here the 28th. It says right there the 20th, and then the Campbell, Mrs. Campbell. So that was my family at the time. We were the Campbells. And when I looked on the back of the invitation, well, when I looked on the back of the invitation that my family has, it said Colin Campbell. And this is what the man looks like. So you can see how he resembles me. And officially, he was a field marshal. And officially, he didn't have any kids. And he was born on October 20th. I was born on October 20th. And he died on August 14th. My first cousin, my uncle's son, was born on August 14th. And he looks like my uncle as well on my mom's side. And he also looks like my dad. And my parents were born in different countries, especially in this one. He looks like my dad in this one from the side. And my dad had a beard though. So anyways, so he was... my mom died on August 13th. So I was born on October 20th. This man died on August 14th. So I found his name on the back, like I found Colin Campbell on the back of the invitation. And when I Google searched, I seen this name and I immediately noticed the resemblance. So I believe that, because officially here was the wedding couple. Where is the couple here? This was the wedding couple, right? So I do see a family resemblance to myself. Like I do see a resemblance to my face there, and this man too. I could see how I could be a descendant of both these people. But I believe she would be an aunt to mine, and this would have been a great aunt to mine, and then a great grandfather of mine. Because I'll just show you one of her sisters, and she looks identical to me, but female. Like this is This is what Helena looked like. She was Queen Victoria's, I think, fourth daughter, and she looks identical to me, but in female form. And I think I got another picture of her right here. This one especially, she even has my smile. Well, I have her smile, I guess. She looks identical to me, and I'll just show you a picture of me when I was younger, like at 40. So this is another Campbell. Yeah, I could see the family resemblance in me. And so once again, this is kind of got my hair all messed up, but anyways, this is what I look like now. But with people hijacking me, like I look like I've been drugged because I slept at the hospital, right? So that's pretty strange. And so I'll just show you here. Show you what I should look like. Well, this is what I look like at 19. And you can see the eyes. I look like this was Alexander the Third in the eyes. So you can see the Russian resemblance. And then I look like Emperor Meiji. And this is my mom. And that's the Japanese emperor's mom. She was born October 20th, 1934. So I have Japanese ancestry as well. And this guy looks like identical to me when this is George VI. He looks identical to me when I was younger. And this is Augustus Victoria's son. He looked identical to me. And this is what I should look like. This is what I normally look like if they weren't hacking me. Like I'll show you what I looked like the other day. This is what I look like when they hack me, when they make me. This was January 2nd, 2025, when they hack me and give me extra wrinkles and stuff like that. It depends on who they read through my biology is what I look like. But so here's another guy. This is Edward VIII that clearly looks like me, and Marcus Aurelius. And here's my DNA map, all but the white area. So you can see how I have Japanese ancestry, British, German, Russian ancestry, African, Asian, Middle Eastern, Oceanic, and South American and North American DNA. And here's my DNA. Like, so I would have, this would be the emperors, czars, kings, sultans, and emirs DNA. And you can see how I don't have any numbers in those columns. Every other, like when I searched, when I first did my profile in 2017, I checked about 50 DNA profiles and they all had numbers in those columns. And I could just show you here. This is, I'll just show you this one. This picture is better. So right here, you can see how this man has indentations in his back muscles. This is generation 1 biology. And this is my back muscles. I don't have any indentations in the back muscle because I have evolved human biology. I see my thoughts in color. So this was Augusta Victoria when she was a child, and this is my daughter, right? And this is Frederick III, and I'll just show you. I have a better picture of my dad now. So I'll just show you a better picture of my dad. Oh, this is what my dad looked like when he was in his, I guess, 30s, probably about 40 years old. He's about 40 there. My mom was about 27, so he's about 40 years old. He was 13 years old, older than her. And so anyways, let's see what else. So this is Peter the Great. I could see the resemblance in my eyes to him. And this was Helena. Now, she was a famous mystic, and you can see how she looks identical to me, but she's a female. She was a Russian mystic. And this is Alexander II, and I could really see the resemblance on the side here. And here was, you can see the resemblance to me here. This was William II and his mother. And sorry, who was this? So this was Nicholas II. When you could see the family resemblance to me, and he was Alexander III's son. Like there's Alexander III. You could see the family resemblance to me, and especially in this picture right here. And then this is Alfred. You can see the resemblance in my eyes. So I believe I had the most relations to Queen Victoria. So I believe, once again, I believe that this man, John Campbell, had kids with this woman, Helena, of Queen Victoria's daughter, and I'm a descendant of that birth, because I'm also, so Queen Victoria's oldest daughter was Augustus Victoria, and you can see here, this was Frederick III, so he looks like me when he was a young man, and you can see the resemblance. His beard's just bigger, and then that's the Duke here. And this was Frederick III when he was a kid. He looks a lot like me when I was a kid. I'm even related to Rasputin. He was Catherine the Great's secret lover. And here's a descendant of Rasputin. You can see the resemblance to me. And here's a picture of my dad here. So, like, if I was to show you the side profile, because my dad passed away now, so I don't really have many pictures of him. But that picture of Frederick the Great, Frederick III, when he was from his side profile, like, to me, like, that's a memory I have of my dad, and he looks identical, like his twin. And once again, like my eyes, and then Alexander III's eyes, identical, and the nose. My ears are a little bit smaller, but and then maybe that one you could kind of see, because that's what I looked like at 19. I was offered to try out modeling in New York City. And once again, so this is, you can see the resemblance with, this is George VI. And who's he? I think he might have been Queen Elizabeth's father. You never know. And here's Bavaria, Ludwig of Bavaria, and he looks like my mom's brother, and his wife looks like my mom's sister. And that's how what the royals did. Like, this is Prince Philip, and like around 19, and I'll show you here. Prince Philip at 19. This is King Charles at 19. So this is Prince Philip is supposed to be King Charles's dad. So, like, I wish I could have all three pictures. So here's Prince Philip at 19. So there's his face. And then here's Prince Philip at 19. There's his face. And then now I'll show you me at 19. And I look more like Prince Philip than his apparent son does. There's me at 19. So, like, King Charles looks like Prince Philip. Like, they're the same ethnicity. They're going to be like fourth or fifth cousins, but I believe I'm the third cousin of Prince Philip. And, the second cousin of Queen Elizabeth. But here's this man. This is a descendant from Cook Islands, and you can see how he looks like me, and he looks like my dad, because I'll just show you the statue. Like, when I went to London, England, this is Trafalgar Square, the statue, and Captain James Cook looks identical to me, and my grandmother's maiden name was Ivy Miriam Cook, and so she told me as a young boy that we could be related to Captain James Cook, and she had some, I believe they're Smith & Wesson pearl handle pistols, and they got in a pearl plate, some sort of platter that we had was in heirloom that we were supposed, like, that was kind of a clue that we were royal, because my dad had servants, and his dad had servants, and all his forefathers had, well, for the longest time had servants, because we were kings and what have you, right? But and emperors. So this man also looks like my dad's father. So my dad's mother is related to Captain James Cook, and my dad's father is also related to Captain James Cook. And I believe that this man, Field Marshal Colin Campbell, had kids with Queen Victoria. That's why there's Victoria's Secret, the clothing brand, because Victoria's Secret was that there was a illegitimate line, which I'm the descendant of, and Edward VIII, this is Edward VIII. He looks identical to me when I was younger, and he abdicated the throne and married Wallace Simpson, an American socialite, and when television became popular, because my family would have noticed that we were looking so much like them that we would have realized that we could be royal, and that we could have challenged the throne at that point. I believe that was part of the reason why they abdicated. But I'm gonna see if I can find a better picture. But Captain James Cook had kids with Charlotte of Mecklenburg Strelitz, and I believe King George IV is a descendant of that. And I have the strongest relations to Captain James Cook, and because wherever that man went, he had talented kids. Because he traveled for like 3 years across the world, right? So like he was away from his wife, and he had a voracious sexual appetite because he had 6 kids with his wife, right? And he had kids wherever he went. But officially, none of his kids reached adulthood, right? Because that's how they try to hide the royal illegitimate line. These kids never reach adulthood, like Charlotte. So I'll show you in a second here, Charlotte. So I'll take Meghan Markle out of this here, because Meghan Markle's a relative of. Meghan Markle pretends that that her kid's mine, basically, because I'm biologically mortal, right? So they try to leech my DNA. They pretend that they gave me $15 million to have kids with her. So let's see, Charlotte Mecklenburg Strelitz. Let's see who she looks like. She does look like me in this picture here. She was supposed to be the first Black queen, and my dad did tell me that we did have Black ancestry on his side of the family, because and here's another one. This one looks like me. This looks like this could be a female member of my family. So anyways, my dad told me that we had a black member of our family that passed as a white man. So I believe that he was a black, like an albino Black guy, because I was in Toronto this year, and I seen a descendant of this guy as well, because I'm looking, they're walking towards me. I see 3 people walk towards me, right? I'm just walking with my head down, and then I look up, I'm like, oh wow, an albino. And to the right, I'm looking on the right, there's an albino. And then I look in the middle, oh wow, another albino. And then I look to the left, oh wow, another albino, right? But the dad looked like my grandfather, basically. Right, and my grandfather, he had sex for king and country in World War II. He stayed behind in the United Kingdom, and he had sex with 1,200 women, he said. And so he would have, like, this is before birth control and all that, so he would have impregnated quite a few of them. So there, I'd have many illegitimate aunts and uncles, and as this quest for evolution, because they knew that a Dane Cook was gonna have most likely lead in evolution, right? So I have a half sister. I have a half sister, half brother that don't have my mom's ancestry. So I have more of a claim. Like, even though they're older than me, I have a stronger claim to the throne, because I have a double relation, like to Field Marshal Colin Campbell and possibly Captain James Cook as well. Like, maybe not Captain James Cook, because my dad's side of the family is like, we tan really well on my dad's side of the family. Like, I could show you a picture here. But where they tried to Africanize my skin last summer, because I was complaining, like in the picture, it doesn't even do it justice, because my skin was as brown as you possibly could have. Like, I had 3 different skin tones on my arm, and my skin was as brown as it possibly be for a white person. And I even mentioned in the no film here. Let's see, I gotta find it. Should be easy enough to find. It shows my legs, because they do a bunch of secret experimentation. I'll just show you what I looked like before I got hospitalized on May 5th. And they try to hospitalize me as a threat to myself or other people, because in Canada, it's like a witch hunt. Anybody could do it to anybody, and they didn't look at any proof. In the letter from my sister, so once again, I was hospitalized May 5th, but the letter from my sister is dated May 9th. So the letter from my sister is dated 4 days after I was already hospitalized. They couldn't give me a definitive answer when I asked them. I'm like, well, who for me? They're like, well, a member from the community, your doctor, a family member. For days they're telling me this. I'm like, well, who did this? Tell me, give me the proof, right? And they don't allow me to show any proof. Like, I'll show you after this. So actually, before they do that, because usually they hack me to forget, so I'll just show you the proof here, how I have a different skeleton than everybody else. So here is here's what typical feet look like. And you can see there's their ankle. There's no bone there and there's no ridge there. Some people have a ridge there, but nobody has a bone there. And everybody has an ankle right there. So here's my feet. You can see how there's my ankle. I got a bone right there, and then I got a ridge right there on both feet. I got my ankle, I got a bone right there, a ridge right there. And I'll just show you right here. So that bone right there, you can see it stick out. That's my sternum, right? So I requested, many times from the hospital to get an X-ray done to prove that I have evolved biology. Because watch my voice. Right now I'm speaking normal, but now I'm gonna add testosterone. Oh, they're hacking my brain. No, wow. That's the thing, when I post these videos, they're able to spend with quantum computing to hack my brain. But if a doctor was to feel my voice box, I could change the chemicals in my brain, add in testosterone or estrogen, and I could also change my voice with my voice box. So when I change with my voice box, it shakes, and you could feel the shaking, on my voice box. So I'm going to try to do it, because I did post a video. So they did the government of Canada, did they watch? My face is going to drop, and you can't drop your cheek muscles like this. You can't drop your cheek muscles like that, but I can, because I disconnect and I kill human hijackers when I do. But did the Canadian government, did they spend money to make it so my mouth moves more when I try to adjust the testosterone on my videos? My face will drop. So once again, you can see my cheeks drop. Let me see your face drop when I say this, and I challenge them on cue. Because once again, this is me adjusting the testosterone, and this is me adjusting the estrogen. So now I'm changing with my voice box, and you can see how much I have to move my mouth, because the person that was restricting me is no longer alive. So necrotizing their brain, guys. So anyways, I got, there's a bunch of kids that view me as their hero, right? And the thing is, I'm a hero to these kids right up until that, they get emasculated by their, with penis having, if they're male. But if they're female, then they make these kids pretend to fall in love with me, right? These girls, and or my son. So there's a system, they're called generational pedophiles. So 2/3 of them are women, because I have a son and me, right? So, and a daughter. So there's 3 of us with evolved human biology, and so there's 2/3 are women, because there's me and my son, right? So the women love us, but the men hate us, and they violate us. They cause pain, and look at all the wrinkles they give me. I showed you my DNA. I have longer telomeres than normal, meaning I should look about 25 years old, and that's about it. But I have video proof where you can see me, my eyes aging on film, and what have you. And to get them this wrinkled, they have to connect dogs through me. Those dogs that are really wrinkled, I think they're bull mastiffs or whatnot. They connect bull mastiff dogs, and to simulate my blood pressure, they use horse, donkey, or kangaroos. They've used, because when they're doing the blood pressure test, it doesn't even feel like my normal pulse. Because when I before I realized I had evolved biology, whenever they did the blood pressure, it's boom, 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 boom. That's what your blood pressure, your heart does, right? But what I do is I disconnect them, so I don't even hear my pulse. I don't even feel it in the blood pressure test until the part that they use to measure. But then they rubbed animals through me. And one of the nurses said that the other day when she did it, Susan, she said that it was the best blood pressure ever. And she said that, because it should be something like 40/20, right? And when I was 36, I was laying in bed, and because they didn't show me my capabilities until later on in life. I couldn't even dunk a basketball until 36. And I'll just try to find it here. But I had a 6-pack at 46. I didn't have a 6-pack ever in my life until I was 46 years old. But now I'll show you right now, because I'm in the hospital. So there's a bunch of fat guys. So look at my stomach. Before I was hospitalized on May 5th, I had a 6-pack. I was ripped. I was about 55 pounds or so. I was ripped. I had a 6-pack, and they don't want me to have a 6-pack because it shows my abs. So I'm going to try to find a video after I show you how my skin changes in this one video here. Let's see. So you'll see the pigmentation, and the camera doesn't quite do it justice. Okay, so I had to pause. So why would they make me get rid of it here? There we go, more medical side.
did have time because I thought about it.
Oh.
So that is showing up right there, but it's now a different way. It's going this way rather than this way, which is...
So that was a varicose vein that they gave me for like a day to experiment on me. And so where the heck is it? So I'm going to be able to sue the Canadian government because I have all this proof that they give me all these... do all this experimentation to me because like I haven't lost my tan and I haven't got sun yet this summer, right? And normally I would lose my tan in say November, December every year. So here's proof. Watch that. You got to turn your phone sideways. So there's going to be a person walking by on the bottom of the screen, but there's a cloud right here. You can see that it's gray. So you see the cloud moving quite fast like this until I put my hand up, then it goes really, really slow. Notice that. And that's why I put the grid system like a ruler, because with cloud seeding and geoengineering, people have turned the world into an organic computer. And since I have evolved human biology, artificial intelligence loves my DNA, so I'm able to control it. So this was in Denmark. It again so you can see it here. So you can see how fast it's going. Look how fast it's going. You can see it's traveling fairly fast. Look how slow it's going. And then you see a person walking down at the bottom of the screen. And you see how the cloud's barely going compared to at the beginning of the video. With the person walking there, you can show that I didn't augment and footage, and like, that's real. I could do it at any point in time. So let's see. I'm trying to find. Thing is, I listen to lots of songs, so just trying to. Yeah, I should be able to find it, but I must be coming up. Here we go. The darkest pigmentation ever. So I'm gonna save this to watch later. And look how dark my leg is.
So this is 2024, Tuesday, August 13th, 2024, and
Mom's anniversary.
look at how brown. They're trying to make me fucking brown on my knees, just right here. Just right here. There's, it goes white, and then non-Caucasian.
Look how dark my skin is.
Look how brown that is right there. My skin never got that fucking brown. They're changing the pigmentation of my skin. And then down here, and then look how dark
Look by my.
it gets down here.
Right there, like it was.
And then my white skin, Caucasian again. As brown as you possibly can get.
Look at right
For being a
there.
white person. Look at right there. Look at how brown that is, this section right there. My camera doesn't do it justice. My camera does not do it justice how this section right here, how brown it is compared to the rest of my skin. And I've never seen it, my skin this dark before. So if my skin gets this dark, how the fuck did I get a sunburn a couple weeks ago when I only had, in June, when I only had 3 hours of sunlight? If I'm able to change my pigmentation this much and tan that easily, how the fuck did I get a sunburn in Canada?
So that's how the Canadian government violates me. So what else? So I should be able to find this one pretty easily here. More music, so my videos. So I should be shirtless and more. No, this is here we go. I gotta go to this account.
Blue Velvet's alone at last demo.
She goes, I'll just play this song. This is an R&B song I wrote.
That unforgettable kiss that we both would miss. Even read by each other's loves, we can't get enough. It all started with words that attach a new flame to one that's burn free. Just the moment just gonna horse around here, but look at the extra skin they're making me have. Extra skin. I know how to tighten it in my mind. So, like, look at the extra skin they're giving me there. So redirecting it back to all my perpetrators.
Yeah, I think I can see it right there. It looks like they told me
that one was a little too easy, so I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. Maybe I won't use my life. So I'm just gonna horse.
They told me basically that they made me fat so I can't show my abs, but it looks like I have, right below my rib cage, it looks like I have 2 abs that nobody else has.
Around here, but look at the extra.
Someone's, like right there, I have 2 abs that I don't think anybody else has on the planet. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. But nobody has those ridges, like those abs right below the rib cage like I do. So I think I have more ab muscles than that person does.
Extra skin they're making me have. Extra skin. I know how to tighten it in my mind. So, like, look at the extra skin they're giving me there. So redirecting it back to all my perpetrators. That one was...
So they're kind of hacking me here, but basically I was doing tricks like I used to call them stupid human tricks, and the Canadian government stopping me. But I could take a cup of water. If they weren't, I'd be able to like fill up a cup of water, like say like a big one, and I could have a line on, say $100 line, and then a $50 line, and then a $20 line, maybe a $10 line, and then fill it up with water. And I could spin the cup behind my back and catch it between my legs without spilling any water most of the time if I wasn't hacked. I used to do this to entertain my kids. And but to street perform, I'd be able to do this, and then I could, like Toronto has a casino, I put a guy on a straight flush, and there was a 4 of a kind, 3 full houses, a 3 of a kind, and 3 2 pairs. And let's see if Google found that is. But I believe the odd one in 30.3 million. Oh, there's 2 straight flushes. There's 2 straight flushes, because there was the king of clubs. Let's see. Hopefully I can find this out. What are the odds to straight flushes? 1, 4 of a kind. 3 full houses. 1, 3 kind, and 3 2 pair. The probability of, well, not 2 straight flushes. 2 straight flush possibilities. 1 4 of a kind. Possibilities. So I guess I gotta take it with that here. So it looks like they might be able to tell me now. That's pretty awesome. The artificial intelligence might be able to figure this out. And then possibilities. Probably get 2 straight flushes for. Well, the individual probability each hand are known. The likelihood of them occurring together in one hand is astronomically small. Okay, so well, that's how you would figure it out. So, okay, I'm gonna have to say this in Texas. Let's see what it is. Effectively 0 in practical terms. Probably Texas Hold'em 2 hands, straight flush, 1 4 of a kind, 3 full houses, 1 3 of a kind, and 3 2 pairs in a single game is astronomically low, effectively 0 in practical terms. Let's see. Here's the breakdown of why. So straight flushes. So let's see. To get these hands occurring together, you multiply the probabilities together, which result in an extremely small number. In addition, are described 2 street flushes, etc., is extremely unlikely. The probability of even one specific set of hands happening in a single game is extremely low. So even lower. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot so I'll figure it out myself then. Because what a percentage. So what do I do? Like I said, divided by 1 after that to figure it out. So here we go. Okay, so that's 2 zeros, 139. So let's see a calculator. So it's 0.0139 times 0.00139 equals, wow. And then plus bracket. And then let's see. 4 of kind is 0.024 plus 0.024 would be times 0.024. So how do I do this? Plus shit, how do I want to multiply it? So this would be like this. That's like this. And how do I get the other one? No, that's the wrong shit. Okay, so I got it. So go like this. 0.0013. Oh, I can't do that. So bracket 0.00139 times 0.00139 bracket plus. And I wouldn't want to do that because I'm multiplying. So then bracket 0.024 bracket. Oh, the number's going to be huge, unfortunately, because the calculator can't figure it out. Then 0.03, 0.144, then bracket 0.144 times 0.144 times 0.144 bracket. So that's 2 straight flush possibilities, 4 of a kind, 3 full houses, and then a 3 of a kind. And 3 of a kind is 2.11 bracket 2.11 bracket, and then bracket. So 2 pairs now. Then 4.75 times 4.75 times 4.75 bracket. Now, so okay, so that's the number. So I'm going to take, where's memory on this? Where's history on this? Okay, so where the hell is history on this fucking app? So I'm just going to take a screenshot so I can remember the number, because I'm pretty sure now where's the plus minus if I do it backwards? This app kind of sucks, actually. Oh, there's history. Okay, perfect. Because I think I just divided by 1, not divided by 1 equals. So the odds would be, so what's that? So the numbers are even higher. So that's the number right there. So a trillion is 12 zeros. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So 61 trillion. Right. And this one is here. 3, 6, 9, 12 divided by. Okay, so let's see. I think it'd be 1 divided by that. So I'll try that. 1 divided by 1, 3106153. 3 divided by 131,06153. So 1 divided by 3.61. And the screenshot that happened is like, I'm not going to be able to remember that number easily. It was 16353 or something like that. because I don't forget numbers usually. But they have retarded people that can't think. So this was 131 06153. That's what I got it wrong. 3131 3.131 06153. Okay, so 1 divided by 3.131 06153. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. So the odds would be basically 1 in 3 billion hands. I'd have to play 3.19 billion hands to make that possibility come true. So I'd have to play 3.9 billion hands, and I'll just show you that there was exactly those combinations. Let's see, because that's what the math says. So, but even 30.3 billion is pretty impressive. That's what I thought it was, but so let's see. So here is, before I get there, this is my urine. This is the Canadian government, how they exploit me. When I was living at that house, not only was my urine colored, but as soon as they turned on the air conditioning, I started having swelling on my face, and I lost my voice, so I didn't have reasonable enjoyment of my place. So let's see, I'll go to, it's under Eminence Meyer Deegan's my other account, Eminence Meyer Deegan's. Fantastic. So let's see, I'll just go here. Go here to see my account. Go to videos. Then straight flush. You can watch the video, like, I'm just going to jump right to the end here, because I'm just doing the math this time. But,
and grab some bananas or some bread and royal flush draw this.
So this is, you know, I had a royal flush draw, and he made a bet.
This works out.
So I'm just going to press play so I can, there we go, I'll do this. Yeah, I put them on the Kings. So now I'll just explain why they had how it's over 1 in 3.9 billion. Now I'll just explain it to you. So if you look here, so I had the ace. So there was the potential of the king of clubs for the straight flush, or the 8 of clubs. So there's the 2 straight flushes. You could have had 2 queens, so that's the 4 of a kind. You could have had pocket jacks, so you could have 3 jacks and 2 queens, that's 1 full house. Pocket 10s and 2 queens, that's 2 full houses. Pocket 9s and 2 queens, that's 3 full houses. So then he could have had the 1 queen to make 3 of a kind, and then he could have had a 10 to make it 2 pairs, a jack to make it 2 pairs, or a 9 to make it 2 pairs. So the odds were 1 in 3.19 billion to make it happen. Like that's the probability, right? So you know, Google, like the map, they weren't showing me like it, but the odds of I'm gonna do it this way, because I'm gonna figure it out. They gave me in percentages. I'm gonna do it this way. I'll figure it out differently. I'm gonna figure it out slowly here. What? Because odds are 1 in 72,000. So what are the odds of getting a straight? The odds of getting hands in Texas? Because it might be a little bit different, like I did with percentages, right? So I'm going to get actual hand numbers here. So let's see. amount. This will be the easier way to figure out the numbers. Okay, so let's see. Because I know the odds of getting a royal flush of 1 in 649,000. I know that, so I'm trying to figure out that. What are the odds of getting a royal flush? Well, I guess I'll do straight. I'll figure it out slowly since you're not letting me do it. Straight flush in poker. Oh, they're changing. Oh, wow. Okay, the site that gave me that and 5-card poker game. Okay, that's not Texas Hold'em. That's why Texas Hold'em, because I see 72,000 motherfuckers. 72,192. Okay, so there we go. So 72,192. So we'll go to my calculator. So it seems higher. So 72,192 times 2 plus. Oh, wait a second. It would be plus. Be times. Let's see. Odds are getting. Okay, they're not letting me do this here, so straight flush. They're not letting me go to history and just do it easily. I have to type it all in because they're fucking losers. If I type on here, I should be able to slide over and then jump right here where it says, so I only have to delete one word. Type in 4 of kind. The losers. 4 of kind. I've evolved human biology, and you never see a pigeon miss their, like they never smash their beak on the ground. But I always miss because of human rapists. So 4,165 times 4,165. Yeah, the number's going to be astronomically high. So it is probably at 3.19 billion, because I'm already at 600 million. And I haven't even did the 3 full houses times bracket. Let's see. Because they could add any of those hands, right? So for me to put them on the king of clubs, I'm just showing you how extraordinary hard it was. And that's why they should have, I made 50 videos after this and I should have got sponsored. But penis semi stops them. Full house. One in 694. Let's bracket 3 times 694 bracket. So that's 1 point, oh wow, that's 12. So I believe that that means a trillion. That might even be higher. So let's see. So now 3 of a kind and then 3 2 pairs. And times. I'm gonna have to Google search and see what the E means. But I believe that means how many zeros there are. So let's see, so 3 of a kind would be even less, so it must be about probably 212, I'd say. Well, 212, I think that's how many hands to get aces, pocket aces, pre-flop. 3 1 in 46, okay, that's not bad. 1 in 46. Times 46 bracket, and then 3 2 pairs bracket 3 times. Wow, this number's high, man. And then 3 2 pairs. So So this is how hard it was for me to do it, and for me to be accurate and do it on film and not get any sponsors. And I got 28 views on YouTube with 0 likes. That due to penis envy. Three. Like today, my last video I posted 3, 2 pair. I forget, it was something like they got lucky against me 12 times, and I got lucky. Oh, I can't do that, so I gotta do a 2 pair. 2 pair. Means that 1 if I've had. Odds of this happened are 20 to 1. So 1 in 20. 1 in 20. So that's 400 times 20. What would that be? 800. Times 20. Bracket equals. I'm trying to copy and paste this because I should be able to find out exactly what this means. Because the calculator just doesn't go high enough. So let's see how fucking big this number is. Because that's the math. Oh. Okay, that's it. So let's see, there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 3.4 quadrillion. I would have had to play 3.4 quadrillion hands for that situation to occur, and I was accurate the first time. So let's see. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. 3.455 quadrillion. That's why they inferred through psych interpretation. They told me that I'm basically the best poker player that ever lived. So let's see now what that number is. Copy. Then go back over to this guy here. Clear this. Go here with my 3 point. Oh, okay. So let's say that you played 20 million hands per lifetime. Let's see how many lifetimes I've played divided by 20 million. That's 2,000. 20,000, 200,000, 2 million, 20. So you would have had to have 172,780,165 lifetimes. Assuming you played 20 million hands per lifetime, you would have had to live that many. So that's how many fucking secret haters I have. They suck. Right? What was it? So it was 3.455 quadrillion hands. And I thought it was like 1 in 30.3. They said they hacked part of my brain, clearly. But so that is nuts, because there's the evidence right there. Because once again, there's the king of clubs or the 8 clubs. So there's the 2 straight flush possibilities. Then there's the 4 queens that could be, so the 4 of a kind. Then there's the 3 jacks and the 2 queens for 1 full house. The 3 tens and the 2 queens for 2 full houses. The 3 nines and the 2 queens for 3 full houses. Then there's 1 additional queen to make a 3 of a kind. And then there's the jack, 1 jack and 2 queens for 2 pairs. And then 1 10, 2 queens for 2 pairs. And then 1 9 and 2 queens for 3 2 pairs. So that was the odds. That was the odds. And I was accurate the first time, and I posted it online. I'll just show you here. Look at that. I have 32 views. 32 views with no likes. No likes. So I gotta put this down on my bars. So I'm gonna post all the fucking proof. Because I am tired of fucking secret haters. Where is my calculator? So go to history. So there's that. Oh no, I don't want that. I want. Okay, they're not letting me copy and paste this. Come on, slide over it. Okay, so how do I delete this? I'm gonna just pause this here. Copy. Go to YouTube. There, losers leaving a type there. So get all the rapists. So there's that. And then where is the answer? Go back to Google. It gives me the number without. So look at how long it's taking me to load here. Is there a bunch of losers as well? Just watch when I go to history. I should be able to see it in my history, but they're not giving me the answer because they're cunts like that. It's the Superior Hospital staff. It's the nurse today. She's a fucking loser, rapist. So you can't. Why are you hijacking my phone? I have more talented in my fucking foreskin that was fucking cut off than you have in your entire fucking these losers. All you have to do is watch my video, Mantastic. Watch my video, Mantastic. It shows that I made a country song that was a hit country song. And let's see, now I can do this. Copy. So I made a hit country song. I made a hit R&B song. I made a hit reggae song. And I didn't post that one. As soon as I try to make the beats, like with music, they made it so you couldn't hear my voiceover. Let's see, equals. So 2 dash. So let's see. Equals all that shit. 3.455. I like to be sarcasmal. And sarcasm is a sign of a healthy mind. And the Canadian government is they're morons. They're like, well, we don't want anybody this talented in Canada. We want them to play for play money. You mean the best poker player ever? Yeah. So Doug Ford could have a simulation that okay, where the hell is it? Yeah, I'll just have to copy this. Copy that here, go here. paste, divided by 20 million hands, 2020. Copy, paste. Back here, we take, paste. Let's round that up here. Lifetimes. Fall. Q. There we go. I like that. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that because I always talk about this. Because when you see FA-Q, you pronounce that as like Q. So that's how you get away with swearing on sites that don't allow you to swear.